Hi there girly boys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Olive and as you probably know from Instagram, I was born a boy and I'm still a boy actually, but I like to look like this sometimes, so sue me. Actually, there are some countries where I can have legal problems because I look like this. What a shame actually, because I know I'm a beauty. But there are many people that don't accept the fact that, I don't know, a boy wants to look beautiful or want to dress differently or wants to be different in general. And as always, as a disclaimer, I'm not a native speaker of this language, so excuse me if I will do some mistakes. Anyway, as I was saying, there are some people that don't accept the beauty when they see a beauty. Today we will talk about acceptance. Yes, boys, we will talk about your parents. We will talk about how can you tell your parents that you sometimes like to wear a skirt and makeup and I don't know, other things that probably your parents didn't even imagine that you like. And yes, for this I will use the word cross-dress or cross-dressing. And I have to tell you that it's very important to tell as soon as possible, to talk to people about this as soon as possible. So don't do like me. Don't wait till you will be 27 or 26 actually in my case. Now I'm 27. And don't wait for those years to pass and just stay locked and don't talk to anyone. Because yeah, probably there will be people that will judge you. In my case, here wasn't the case actually. Everyone that I've told was okay with it, at least in my face. I don't know what they are talking to my back, but in my face, it was okay. They were like, okay, if this is what you like, it's okay. But yeah, as I was telling you, we will talk about parents, and probably is the hardest part as a boy actually. And when you see this structure of the society where men should and shouldn't do things, it's probably the hardest part to tell your parents. Probably the easiest will be to tell your friends, if you have real friends, like the one that really cares about you, they will accept you. And I will talk about this in another episode. But with parents can be harder because I don't know why. Because I had this feeling too. I was like, maybe I will disappoint them. Maybe I will disappoint them because I will not be the man or the boy that they wanted me to be. And this is a wrong feeling actually, because nothing will happen. You just tell that you like to dress differently. I mean, you like to dress differently. This is the first step. Maybe, who knows? Because you do this, probably you'll discover that you actually are transgender, for example. Probably you'll discover that you have a different sexual orientation, or probably you'll discover that you can be more kind, and probably you'll discover that, I don't know, it's everything in your advantage. I mean, we all been in that situation when we were at our parents' house when we were growing up and we were alone and we were like, look, there's my mother's dress. I should wear it. And that moment was like full of pleasure at the same time because, I don't know, you feel that this is you, but at the same time you probably felt that guilt, and if you are still doing this you feel that guilt, like you are stealing something, and also you feel like, I don't know, everybody's watching you probably, because I had this paranoia, like, I don't know, if I was hearing steps at the door I was like, oh my god, my parents are coming, they will call me like this, and what am I doing right now? This is wrong, you know. And that's why it's better to tell as soon as possible, because you cannot live with this fear, because this fear will harm you, actually. It will harm you more, because you stay locked inside you, will harm you more than what, I don't know, some random people will say. And back to your parents. If they will not accept you, well, it's not your fault. I mean, it's normal for a parent to understand the kid and to do everything for the kid, and not to say that I know better than you because you are a child, and this thing with your girly clothes is just a childish thing. Because, yeah, there are parents like this, and those parents aren't good parents. And those children that have this kind of parents will, I don't know, will suffer because of them, because they didn't had that communication with their parents. So I know it's hard, because again, for me it took like 26, 27 years to tell someone, but as soon as you do it, it will be better. Because as I remember, sometimes I was like, what if they will call me? And sometimes I was like I was scared about this, but at the same time I was like, come on, they better, it's better that they will caught me, because this will finish. I mean, at least this will have an end. This, I don't know, suffer that you just stay alone and you're doing your thing, like, again, like a thief, like, I don't know, and you feel like you're doing a wrong thing because only you know. It's like, I was like, come on, you should catch me while I'm doing it. Yeah, I was waiting for that moment. Never happened. So when I was 27, I've tell my ex-girlfriend. You'll find out why she's my ex-girlfriend in the next episode. No, it's not about cross-dressing. Or it is. I don't know. And then I told my friends, and then I told my parents. So the truth is that no one had any idea that I was doing this. I was hiding this for so long. Not even my mom. I mean, what the hell? I was thinking all my life, I was thinking that my mom knows that I wear her clothes, but it seems that she didn't notice that. And none of my friends knew about this. My father had no idea about this, and I didn't tell both of my parents at the same time. I've told my mother, and it was pretty funny situation. I was going out with my ex, and I was like this, and I took some photos, and my mother, when I was younger and when I was a kid, and still right now, used to call me like, I don't know, my girl. It's actually a different kind of word in Romania, but it was something like this. She always wanted a girl, and I took a photo of me and sent her on WhatsApp, and I've sent the photo, and I was text her like, you remember that you always wanted a girl. And she told me that I look beautiful, and she thought that this is a joke. And I've told her after that it isn't, that I'm doing this for so long, and that I have an Instagram. And she was like, okay, do what you want. And but she still thought that this is a joke. And after this, I don't know, 3 months after this, a girl from UK, from an university from UK, wanted to do an interview with me about cross-dressing and about hairstyles on Vogue magazine. And I called my mom and I told her about this, and she was like, okay, maybe this is a real thing. And she was like, okay, you should be really careful with this, because the world is full of predators and they can harm you and things like this. And at that point she was like, okay, maybe that's real. And after my breakup, actually, because we didn't see each other, me and my mom, in those months, and after my breakup with my ex, I was going home and I've showed her my Instagram and all of those photos and all that I do. And actually she washed my clothes, my girl clothes, and she is always asking me when I'm buying clothes if those clothes are boy clothes or girl clothes. I know it's weird because I'm like, mom, clothes have no gender, but yeah, it's pretty funny. Actually, once I gave her my clothes to do an outfit, and it was really funny. Yeah, and I'm proud of this. So, if you tell your mom, it can be really cool, I think. But when I've told my father, on the other hand, was pretty different because I wasn't prepared to tell him, actually. I mean, he was the last to know from all of those people, like from all of my friends and everyone actually that I care about. And when I've told him, I wasn't prepared to do it. Like for all of the other people, I had a speech because I knew that they would react well. About my father, I had some kind of, I don't know, mixed ideas because, yeah, it's harder to tell your father than your mother, it seems. So it was one night when we were drinking, as boys do, and yeah, we do this a lot. And it was 3 o'clock in the morning, in the night actually, and he was giving me a speech because, as I was telling you, I was after my breakup, and he was telling me a speech about how to be a man and things like this. And he was drunk, I was drunk, and I was like, you know, actually, I can't be a man because, I have something to tell you. And he was like, I don't know, he was like in a little bit of suspense, and because I couldn't tell at first, I was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, I was like choking, like I couldn't tell a word, and I had a little bit of tears in my eyes, and I've asked him, as I usually do, it seems, with people in general, if he knows the term cross-dressing, but I've said it in English, like cross-dresser and cross-dressing, and I didn't expect this, but he knew what I was talking about. And I was like, okay, probably it will not be that bad. And I've told him, and I've showed him my Instagram, and he was okay with it. He was like, okay, you're beautiful, that's cool. I was expecting something that is really bad. And I was relieved, but I didn't talk about this with him since then. But I think it's not actually too necessary. I mean, at least he knows, so it's okay. It's very interesting, actually. This is one of my methods. When I want to tell someone, I first put some questions like, what's your opinion about LGBTQ, and things like this, to be sure that they will react well. This is very important. And yeah, probably you have some parents that are against it, like, I don't know, in different parts of the world, this is a very taboo thing. Like, in many countries, actually, it's very, I don't know, it's almost forbidden to do this. Like, it's a unwritten law, probably, in some places, but we don't harm anyone. And I know that many boys do this. I mean, it's normal, it's clothing, it's normal to want to wear a pair of tights. And the most important is that it's normal to do it without, I don't know, having fear and feel guilty about this. And it's very important to tell people around you, because they'll support you or not, but they will support you I'm sure that people that care about you will support you, and you should stay awesome because you are the beauty queen. So it's very, very important to stay awesome and to not care about what people think because you want to wear a dress and be a princess. It's better to open yourself. I know this for sure because the last year, since I've come out to all of those people, it was very, very good for me. It was very different. I discovered many things that I didn't know about me, and it was so cool. And I want to go further and further, and I don't know, probably to get to go out more like this at one point. Yes, at festivals and stuff like this. And it's better that, I don't know, if people will know about you, because again, besides this fact that, I don't know, you will not have that fear, and if your parents will support you and accept you, it seems that you should not care about anyone else because you have your family support. So that's enough. You can always go there. And I'm sure that many of those parents will understand, even if at first they will be against it. But if you will stay, I don't know, there strong, and I don't know, you'll get your arguments and stuff like this, your parents will get used to this. So it's normal, because at first probably it can be shocked, but also depends on you, this stuff, because many of us think that figure, that manly figure that we've built all of these years will be ruined just because we like to wear skirts and wigs. But look how beautiful we are, and probably we feel better like this. So yeah, I hope this will give you hope and courage. I'm not telling you to go right now and tell to your parents and tell to your mom, hey mom, you know that I was wearing your clothes, or things like this. I'm not telling to do this right now, but I'm telling you that you should think about this, because it can be better for you, and it can be the healthy way to for you. And yeah, I want to tell you that you should never think that is your fault if someone doesn't accept you as you are, because I know that we are not harming anyone, and if someone tell us that we are weirdos or stuff like this, you know what, it's better to be a weirdo than a boring normal people boring normal guy that likes to wear boring normal clothes. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that this video gives you some hope, and again, I'm not telling you to go straight away now to your parents and tell them, but I want to tell you that you should think about this, because who knows, maybe they will accept you, and if they don't, you know, it's not their life, it's yours. You will leave home at one point. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and till next time, stay awesome.